Hey everybody. So I want to make this video because like everyone else that is a paid subscriber at least, I started using GPT-4o on Monday, about 2 days ago now, and it has already made me money. I've already gotten my first client based off of utilizing this method that I'm going to break down in this video, and just wanted to break it down for you. I discovered this and started playing around with this kind of the first day that GPT-4o was out. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about this particular feature of GPT-4o. So let's dive into it. First thing I want to say is off the top, whenever I see any sort of AI release, kind of my focus recently and where I've like kind of niched it down to within that is how exactly is it applicable to business applications and for business use. I see like a lot of people are like, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. And there's a lot of people that are willing to do that and to espouse that when it comes to AI. My goal is to break it down how it is and what can I actually make that's useful out of it and get that's useful out of it. So ChatGPT 4o overall, it's a cool model for what it does. It's got its pros and cons. It's a smaller model, it's on the small side, but it's like the multimodality of it is cool overall. But within that, there's a tool, and it's a ChatGPT 4 had this, and then they disabled it. So I was kind of worried about it up front, but like it's part of the overall multimodality of 4o. So I don't think they're going to get rid of it in this instance. So I'm comfortable enough making videos about it and talking about it, which is the search tool that ChatGPT 4o has. And then it's like Gemini has had it, right? So there's other models, and Copilot has it. So there's other models that have precedent for having this tool, and other commercial models. And then, but so it's a search engine tool, and then that ChatGPT 4o can utilize, and then so it can search websites, and then it can click onto its search results from its websites. And then within that, let's get into the caveats of that up front, right? Because that's the very first thing I delve into is like, what are the boundaries of this? What can't it do, right? So it can't hit sites like Reddit, um, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups. Infiniscroll websites it has a hard time with, captchas it can't get past, and things like that, right? So if there's like if the website is and the site is designed and set up to block like robots.txt, then GPT-4o is not going to get past it. And so like I guess on the flip side, if that's kind of your interest, if you're making sure, it's a cool site for you. You'll be in the clear there, but uh, outside of that, it's got a really good range, right? And then so I just like a few days ago, I started playing around with it. You can see the chat here is AI lead gen system, because I told it flat out like I want you to be like a lead gen system, and then give it different parameters. Like I want you to look for different companies, and then so that's kind of like what I'm testing out here. And then I go through a lot. I test out, and then I find out that it doesn't work for Reddit. I have it execute me a lot of code, like how does it work? Are you actually doing Bing search? Like write out code as to how you're doing, things like that. And then I have it find clients for me, and then I have it essentially like from there give it tailored messages, right? And then so what we're looking at here is some of the tailored messages that I have it go through. I also have it develop like a framework and a rubric. I think this is probably important to go over. So as part of my prompts, I prompt it to like not just try to scrape and get information, but to do it so and like score the leads that it finds and score the metrics that it finds, and then based off of this scoring system that it creates for itself, then give me those leads, right? And then that's essentially kind of like what I want the model to do overall in this instance. And I'm trying to find good examples of where so I find it like I used it specifically for you can see in this instance looking for regional law firms that we're looking at here. I looked for like regional companies in my area, and then made like very personalized messages to these people. I let them know very flat out, hey, I utilized the latest AI technology. I utilized AI to find you. Like, I don't know who you are. This isn't my particular industry overall, but AI led me to you, and then gave me your specific firm name, and everything that I should need to know about here. Like, here's the example here. And then it took some fine tuning and playing around with this, right? When I would do it, and often I should know it will get like things wrong, and like oftentimes it would I was searching for like people that want like AI or tech services, and it would give me like AI or tech companies. I'd have to like go through a few iterations, like, hey, I'm looking for the exact opposite, like the clients of these people, and then it'd give me like huge multinational organizations. Be like, okay, like let's make it more regional, and then like, hey, let's look for companies in my area and hometown. So like the more you narrow it and define it, and the smaller the company size that you get, the better. And then also too, it helps to give it areas of sites that it should search for. So like job search sites or different areas along those lines. And then what I'll say, and I'll end with as a caveat for this particular video, and I'll just end on this note, is that so there are limitations of ChatGPT 4o still very specifically. And then if you get into this tool and you start utilizing it heavily for top of funnel lead generation, it is great. I mean, it's amazing, right? Like it's better to like having leads in your top of funnel is better than having no leads whatsoever. And then so that's really cool overall, but it does have limitations as to what it can't do. Like I said, like Reddit, Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, a lot of things, right? And then so if you're looking to more robust tools and to get around those limitations, cheaper tools, things like that, I have built out a specific resource specifically for web scraping, like everything that you need to know around web scraping and all the tools that you need to know around it, from beginner to advanced, tools that you wouldn't find anywhere else around it, utilizing AI like swarm algorithms, LLM models, different types of models, and all the different types of code and programs and different ways to access web scraping. So like anything that you want to know about web scraping, or like to essentially your top of funnel in a box, I've built out an essential resource for that for anyone that's interested in that particular product. And I'll leave that in the link to the description of this video. And if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thank you very much.